So you're looking for some serious travel cred? How about destinations that make even the most seasoned travelers raise an eyebrow? Imagine casually dropping into conversation that you've been to the coldest place on Earth, or that you've stood at the absolute lowest point on the planet and covered yourself in black mud. These are the kinds of spots that earn you bragging rights and unforgettable stories to tell. Let's kick things off in Reykjavík, Iceland, Earth's northernmost capital where fire meets ice. Reykjavík, or Smoky Bay, is where most Icelanders hang their hats, and it boasts a bunch of unique activities. It's not only the coldest capital in the world, it's also home to 130 volcanoes, 32 of them being active, and since 2021 erupting every year. This makes it one of the countries in the world with the highest number of active volcanoes. Fagradalsfjall, just 22 miles from Reykjavík, erupted on March 19, 2021, after a series of earthquakes. The last eruption was in August 2023. This signifies the start of a new geological era in the region, which has been inactive for the last 800 years. The one most closely watched, Katla, the largest and most ominous, lies beneath layers of thick glacial ice about 116 miles from Reykjavík. Even with the latest volcanic activity on the Reykjavík Peninsula, going on one of the volcanic hiking tours is a must-do, and according to the locals, it's safe. And I'll add an interesting fact here. Kilauea in Hawaii holds the title of being the most active volcano on Earth. It has erupted continuously since 1983, one of the longest eruptions in recorded history. Back to Reykjavík. If you visit between September and mid-April, you get to watch the spectacular northern lights. A visit to this icy region is not complete without a dip in one of the hot springs. Then there's the whale watching tour on Faxafloy Bay. You might catch a glimpse of a minke whale. You can also go on an excursion to Akurey and Lundy Islands nearby to visit the puffin colonies. Now let's head to the opposite end of the globe, just right from Australia in the blue bit. Wellington, New Zealand, is not an insanely extreme destination, but it is the southernmost capital on Earth. It spreads out along the south coast of New Zealand's North Island. It's a beautiful city nestled between green hills, and also claims the title of the windiest city on Earth, with an average wind speed of 16 miles per hour. No need for an Arctic survival kit. Wellington's winters are more chilly sweater weather than ice age. Wellington is the world's unofficial coffee capital, boasting a bunch of local roasteries and a strong coffee culture. Don't miss the historic Wellington cable car ride up to Kelburn Village. And soak in the epic views from Mount Vic, as the locals call Mount Victoria. Ready for a real Arctic experience? Let's head to Earth's northernmost city, or rather hamlet. Longyearbyen, Norway, is a place where the wilderness starts at your doorstep. Imagine gliding over the snow in a snowmobile, and dog sledding through the vast Arctic tundra to see polar bears in their natural habitat. Experience the magical midnight sun in summer and the ethereal northern lights in the icy winter months. And now we get to the southernmost city on Earth. In the race for the southernmost city on Earth, Puerto Williams and Ushuaia, Argentina, go head-to-head. But here at the Odd Earth Show, we're giving the title to Ushuaia. Because let's face it, it's got the whole package. Picture this, a charming little town at the tip of Tierra del Fuego, just 680 miles from Antarctica. Jump aboard the end-of-the-world train and take a ride through Tierra del Fuego National Park. It's the southernmost railway on Earth, and the views are nothing short of spectacular. I don't know about you, but I'm freezing. Let's find the hottest spot on Earth. If you can handle the heat, Furnace Creek in Death Valley, California, USA is where you'll find it. This place holds the record for the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth. A scorching 134 degrees Fahrenheit or 56 degrees Celsius. Death Valley is also the driest and hottest national park in the US, with Badwater Basin sitting at 282 feet below sea level, the lowest point in North America. It's like stepping into a giant oven, but it's also one of the best places on Earth to watch the sunset. Speaking of heat, Kuwait City in Kuwait on the Arabian Peninsula takes the cake as one of the hottest cities on Earth. Imagine summer temps soaring to a blistering 129.2 degrees Fahrenheit or 54 degrees Celsius. It's so hot that life in Kuwait City hits the pause button during the peak of the day. At night, however, when it's cooler, the city changes into a colorful and vibrant place. Now let's cool things down and find the coldest place on Earth. That will be the East Antarctic Plateau, a high ridge in Antarctica, the southernmost continent. Here, temperatures can drop to a bone-chilling -135.8 degrees Fahrenheit or -92.82 degrees Celsius. If you're up for it, go on an Antarctica cruise from Ushuaia to uncover Earth's frozen frontier for yourself. It's not your typical vacation spot, but it's one that'll give you some serious bragging rights. Do you want to visit the coldest major city on Earth? Here, winter temps can drop to a staggering -83.9 degrees Fahrenheit or -64.3 degrees Celsius. Yet, about 300,000 people call the icy Yakutsk in Siberia home. It's also one of the largest cities built on permafrost. In Yakutsk, life adapts to the cold, and even the cars are left to idle to prevent the engines from freezing. If you're seeking an extreme adventure, Siberia should be on your bucket list. But pack your warmest gear, you'll need it. What's the highest elevation on Earth? Mount Everest in Nepal and Tibet steals the spotlight. But did you know Bhutan, the most mountainous country on the planet, is home to the highest unclimbed mountain on Earth? Mount Gangkhar Puensum stands at a towering 24,840 feet, 4,190 feet lower than Mount Everest. This majestic mountain remains unexplored because the mountains in Bhutan are considered sacred, and climbing Mount Gangkhar Puensum is prohibited by law. Did you know that Mount Chimborazo in central Ecuador is actually the farthest point on Earth from the Earth's center? Even though Mount Everest's peak is the highest above sea level, Mount Chimborazo's summit is over 6,800 feet farther from Earth's center. It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it. And now for the lowest point on Earth. I bet you know where this is. At 1,400 feet below sea level, the Dead Sea, straddling Israel to the west and Jordan to the east, is Earth's lowest point. Tourists flock here from all over the world to float effortlessly in its salty waters and slather themselves in the famous black mud. It's like a spa day, but with epic views. To find the most inhospitable spot on Earth, let's head to Ethiopia. The otherworldly Danakil Depression was formed by the continental drift from the African and Asian tectonic plates. It's here where Lucy was found, our early ancestor dating back 3.2 million years. This yellow, green, and orange landscape is highly toxic due to chlorine and sulfur vapor. Scientific studies have confirmed the absence of any signs of life in these pools. And finally, Point Nemo, Earth's most remote location, about 1,670 miles from the nearest land. Situated in the Pacific Ocean, this spot is so isolated that the nearest humans are often astronauts aboard the International Space Station, just 254 miles overhead. If you ever find yourself here, drop a comment below, assuming you can find Wi-Fi. It's called the oceanic pole of inaccessibility for a reason. So, which of these destinations are you itching to visit? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the description for a money-saving travel hack. With Vackaby membership, you can save you up to 80% on airfare, hotels, excursions, and activities. Use my exclusive promo codes to save even more. Until next time, keep exploring the odd corners of our incredible planet.